is everything.
Let me see if we pop up already. It looks like we should be live already, so we'll do some quick introductions. Okay. Looks like we should be live already. There it goes. We'll do some quick introductions. All right, guys, welcome to Chino Comics and More. We got Chino, you got Manny, you got our boy Thoro.
Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy Thoro Q Burrow back at it again with the boys Chino and Manny. As always, shout out to everybody that's joining us here tonight.
All right, it looks like we have a few people in here right now, so we're gonna give it some time to try to get as many people as we can, because today we're doing the giveaway. We're doing the actual 500 sub giveaway, and we're gonna show off one of the items that we're giving away, and then, like we talked about it, there's gonna be 2 comic books that are gonna be included in this giveaway. It's gonna be just one winner, but the 2 comics will be a mystery. So whenever you receive them, you actually be somewhat surprised on what we send, and it'll be one that I choose and one that Chino gets to choose.
It's gonna be a DC book.
It might be. All right, so we got Nerds versus Geeks. We got Michael Gomez. I think he's been here for, it's kind of like the beginning. We had Pope jump in for a minute. We got Robert the Comic Book, G-Spot Galvin. We got Inhuman X. I don't know who that guy is. We got Berg Nasty 54. We have, who else? Ben Compton. I don't know if I've ever seen Ben before.
Probably not, but
we got Ben. Travis, Roberts, Steve. So we got, oh, they're talking about WrestleMania. We got Marvel Joe 67. DC rocks, it does. We got Acidic Joe. So yeah, we'll let more people come in, guys. So we'll do, I guess we can talk a little about what's been going on with the store, what we're planning ahead. I know Chino's been kind of real busy with, because we, outside of the comic book store, guys, we have our different business that we do. And typically that sometimes requires us to be really on site for that business. And sometimes we won't be here at the comic book store, but I've been here for the most part. So I've been watching what's going on. And last week was pretty active, man. I mean, with the release of War of the Realms, that was a really big event. We had a really good turnout. I was really surprised, and then there was really good feedback. Major X was actually a really good book for us too. It's sold out. I know there's a lot of, stuff going on with that book, but for the most part, I read it. I enjoyed it. The art is inconsistent, but the story was good enough. So I do want to see what happens with part 2. Chino, did you get to read that book or no?
I haven't been able to read it, man.
What'd you read?
To be honest with you, I read nothing over the weekend.
You read War of the Realms, though, huh?
Yeah, I did read that on Wednesday. Actually, it was a pretty interesting, pretty good start, I think, to the series. Besides that, man, I was gonna do my reading later tonight. I was gonna just relax, be at the house, and
be right back.
And there's no Walking Dead, so just gonna watch that. I mean, read all the comic books for that I have. I have a pile of them. I haven't even read Immortal Hulk, Thor.
Oh, really?
Dude, I didn't.
Man, come on, man. You got to catch up on it, bro.
Man, I just wanted to sit down and read that one and just kind of be at peace with it, Just been berserker, man, with work and I've been waking up, man. Dallas killed me, man. Just driving out there by myself this one time, man. I've been so tired, man. But I'll read it tonight.
Yeah, man. I can only imagine, bro. But yeah, I mean, there was a whole lot of stuff going on with the whole Major X thing right now, and with Liefeld battling on the fact of what's the first appearance. Because now they're saying that his first appearance was in that Spider-Man Deadpool 49, I believe it is.
47.
47.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it is. Yeah, that thing is being a big. They're making such a big hoopla about that whole thing, and in all honesty, I mean, I think Rob Liefeld's being a little crybaby right now about the whole thing. So
I think that inner conflict, that whole I guess this whole situation is actually done pretty good for the book itself, because no one had Spider-Man and Deadpool in their radar, and all of a sudden now everybody's chasing it. I know a lot of people were saying that they were kind of bored of that book or tired of that book, so they're kind of glad it was ending. And now everybody's trying to gun and trying to find.
Everybody's trying to find a copy now.
Yeah,
I read it, and I mean, I fell off of it, and I actually read that, just never noticed Major X in there because he's literally so damn small in the book. Yeah, you could barely see him.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? And what do we always preach, man? Get the first appearance, and then from there you make your way into the cameo appearance, right?
Yeah.
This is the exact same thing. Now, funny that the cameo appearance is getting crazy because of whatever other events led to it. But that's what we say. You work your way with the first appearance if you can. If that's out of hand, get the cameo appearance, and then you get to the second appearance. That way you're covered, man.
Yeah, man, it's kind of the same boat with Darkseid. I'm still not a big believer that he came out in that Jimmy Olsen at all, because he literally came out in a little computer panel. And I'm just like, that to me, I wouldn't even consider it. It's similar to this whole Major X thing, but they still consider it his first appearance. So we'll see what happens, along the way. And I mean, when it comes down to it, you got to look at the judge, who's going to be these grading companies like CGC and CBCS, because they're the ones that end up pointing that out. And it's the same reason too why I was talking about the whole thing with the Grim Knight. And you see how I bought those other books with the Justice League of Doom on it, and you literally have almost half of a story in the back of that book.
Yeah. So that's gonna always be the situation, man. That it's whatever's recognized by the grading companies, the third party companies. But at the end of the day, it just doesn't hurt to get, the cameo first appearance. And in this case, like I said, for Darkseid, it's two different books that they say is the first appearance. You can't get them both. That way you're covered. Because as soon as they announce him in the movie, that both those books are going to blow up. And actually those books are pretty affordable, to tell the truth. I mean, those are really good books to pick up on the low, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, they're always great books to have. You could have a number of books, depending on what it is that you want. I mean, I personally, I like to speculate, and sometimes speculation isn't a bad thing, because it does lead to bigger things, and sometimes helps out to pump up a new character or even an old character.
Yeah, I mean, look at it from this perspective, that Spider-Man and Deadpool 47, let's say someone picked up 3 or 4 copies on the low end, and now they're flipping each one for like 20, 30 bucks. That dude's making out like a bandit, and it is what it is, man. I mean, this is the nature of this business. It's the beast of this business.
So I hit on Instagram, man. So I got Comics with Bueller. He's here. We got Carlito, Perry Comics. Bert couldn't be here, man. His wife is sick, and he was trying to put his baby princess to sleep.
Yeah, he's taking care of his baby.
Nobody, no one. Joker, Comic Spectre. What's up, bro? Cayman, Joker, Carlito, Metarog, Who Dat Comics and Movies.
Who Dat? That dude's cool as hell.
Hope, Ruben, and Mo. So basically,
we got a packed house. Huh?
Yeah. So basically, guys, I mean, I'm gonna write down your name. Kind of need to be. I mean, I know there's other stuff going on. I think WrestleMania, right?
There's wrestling going on now. I know that's a big thing, because most of us that collect books, we like wrestling. I don't know if Thor likes wrestling, but I'm a big wrestling fan. But this is a big thing, man. We got to give away,
Nah, definitely, man. I mean, I'm still used to being, growing up in the Attitude Era. That was my favorite time when you had all those guys. It's different, but I still watch it here and there. But the other day I ran into some crazy video on YouTube, man. I gotta send you guys a link, but it was hilarious. There's some guys from the Bronx, and they actually have like WrestleMania inside the subway in the trains, and they just kind of reenact everything, and it was hilarious. So I definitely gotta find that for you guys. I gotta send you the link, man. You guys will die laughing at it.
Send me the link, dude. I saw. I did see one thing, guys. Again, we're just taking our time because we want this to get as filled up as possible. We can do the giveaway, because and so I have I'm gonna reveal the one thing that we already showed off, and I have something else as a mystery that's gonna pop in a few minutes. And then, like I said, we have 2 comic books, one by Chino, one by me. That's gonna be a mystery comic book of each one that's gonna be given to the winner. But I did see something on the wrestling. I saw apparently that Bret Hart was attacked at the Hall of Fame speech or something like that, which I thought was pretty crazy, bro.
Oh, really? I haven't heard nothing about that. I'm gonna have to go look it up and see what happened.
Yeah, somebody jumped in the ring and kind of tackled him down, and then security and everybody got a hold of that guy and just started wailing on his butt, All right, so we got about 36 people in here.
There's 37 now. So where I didn't know, man. Where I didn't know quick.
What's funny? Somebody just sent me a text right now telling me like, "Hey, man," he's like, "You called down that Major X, man." He's like, and I wasn't gonna pick it up, but he's like, "You told me to pick it up, and now I'm kind of happy that I did pick it up." I tell you guys, first appearances, you can't sleep on them. I don't care who it is, but just pick the first appearance. I usually pick up 2 copies. It's not gonna break the bank. But in this situation, you know, even Major X is going for like 12, 15 bucks, bro. You know?
Yeah, dude. I mean, they also had the variant, which I think looks a lot better. The Will Portasio variant. I like that one a lot better. I mean, Rob Liefeld, you know, everybody used to love him back in the early '90s and everything like that when the whole image movement was going on. But for me personally, now it's, you know, it's kind of like, hey, switch up your style because you got to catch up with the new guys. And that's the good thing about art, though. You know, everybody has their old forms, everybody has new forms, and something else along the line 10 years from now, you guys are going to see something completely different from what we're seeing now. You know, like the art germs and the Perillos and everything of that nature, you know?
Yeah, and let me give my perspective on that. Well, one thing first, let me talk about the variant. I was supposed to receive a variant, and for whatever reason, I didn't. So I need to find out what happened with that. But I did like the variant a lot more, and that we would have had that at the store. But aside from that, like you say about people adjusting their art or changing with the time, it's like me, man. Like I was watching a movie the other day. I was watching Spider-Man #1, the one with Tobey Maguire, and I had my kids with me, and their eyes are used to the new graphics, the new CGI, and they start telling me, "Oh, that looks fake. Oh, that part right there looks fake." And I started looking at it like, damn, they're right. It does look fake. I'm like, it's kind of messed up, man. But that's the same thing. You know, our eyes are trained now to a fresher art, a newer art. You know, and like you said, sometimes you just have to kind of change with the times or at least adapt a little bit. And his, you know, maybe in his case, his art hasn't really, maybe to us, or maybe some people that do appreciate it, but to us, it hasn't, you know, gone well with the times. But like I said, the story, I read it and I thought it was pretty interesting. So I enjoyed it for the most part. And like I said, I'm looking forward to #2, and you know, I'm looking forward for this series, for the whole series. So I'm gonna keep up with it for the most part. You never know, it might pop up another first appearance of another character. You know, because apparently that one had Dreadpool and Major X.
Yeah,
that's 2 first appearances in one book.
Yeah, exactly, man. I mean, it's always a great thing to come out with new characters, and I definitely agree with it 100%. Is you always need something. You always need a new change. Sometimes, you know, with the old characters, I feel like you can go for so long with a story and trying to recreate something new, which is always a good thing too. But yeah, once in a while, you want to see something new, something fresh, some new faces out there.
Yeah, and I saw right now at the chat, Perry was saying that he said forget about or ignore Major X, go for Naomi. And Naomi's a book that I think me and you, Thor, have talked about for you know, in a few of our videos. I mean, I told you guys, I've been trying to pick up #1. I got a hold of a #1. So, you know, Naomi's it's been a sleeper, but it's not really a sleeper because you go on eBay, it's like 20 bucks, 30 bucks.
Yeah, man, that's gone up quick, man. And thanks to my boy Dave at my local comic shop, man. That dude, he was just kind of like, hey, dude, just read this, man. And you know, now I'm more like, hey, I'm more open, and I'm like, I'm not that type of person anymore. Where I used to be like, nah, if it's not Batman or it's not, you know, Deadpool or anything like that, I'm not reading it. So now it's more like, hey, I listen and you know, open up my eyes and ears to things and make a decision off of that. But definitely Naomi's a hot book, excellent story. I've already read 1, 2, and 3. I'm excited for the next, you know, for the continuation of the story and see what's going on, especially now that Superman is linking himself up to the whole story.
And in my case, I have issue #1. I don't have issue #2, but I have issue #3 and so on. So I'm missing issue #2. So
I'll send it your way, bro. I got 4 copies.
There you go. And I just brought it up because that's what I'm missing, and I was gonna say I'm gonna keep hunting for it. That way I don't have to pay too much out of my behind. But
see, but that's what's good about this community, bro. You know what I mean? Like I've had people send me books, man. Like my dude Joe M21, man. Shout out to him. You know, he sent me a couple books that I wasn't able to get my hands on. The same thing with you guys. You know, you guys have sent me books that I wasn't able to get my hands on. And that's what's good about this community. You know, there's times I personally say that's the reason why I put up certain books for auction, and I don't mind it. You know, if it goes for $1, it goes for $1. It goes for $5 or $50. It is what it is, but it's going out to some good people out here in the community.
I have Chino asked me how many people we have on the chat. We have 34 people on the chat, Chino. So
okay, yeah. So we should be right. So look, I'm gonna do a little bit of roll call. I'm gonna give it another maybe 5-10 minutes to see if anybody else joins in for the giveaway. Shut up, Siri.
Siri, you sound sexy.
About to start. I went down the list and I'm gonna randomize this. So #1 is not gonna go #1. I'm gonna put it on there and I'm gonna mix it up. That way it can be a little bit more fair.
Before you do that, let me show what one of the giveaways is. That way you guys know this is a print of Vegeta signed by the actual voice actor. So this is actually legit, guys. I mean, this is damn awesome. So this is gonna be part of the giveaway. And again, I said 2 comic books. that are mystery comic books. One chosen by me, one chosen by Chino, and then I have one more surprise.
We'll do one Marvel and one DC, man. We'll let you. We'll let you guys know. That way, you know there's a Marvel and DC fan.
I'll do the Marvel. You do the DC.
Yeah,
so there you go,
DC,
guys.
Man, I'm gonna throw the Killing Joke in there.
The 8th print.
All right, so look, let me go down roll call. I know some of you guys are coming in and out. If I miss anybody, let me know on the chat.
Yeah, so I guess what we can do, guys, if you can chill just for a minute on the chat, that way, if we miss somebody, just say, you know,
I'm here.
I'm here.
All right, so I got Michael Gomez. He was actually the first one in there. I have Pope, Cerebus, Nerds versus Geeks. I got Robert, the comic book G, Spot Galvin.
Mm-hmm.
Who the hell is in Human X?
Some awesome, cool ass dude.
Berg Nasty, I got you on here. Thor, I got you guys on here. Then I got BMW, Chino 21. Ben Compton, Mike Johnson, Poor Mike, Travis, Roberts, Steve Whiting, Marvel Joe, 67.
Yeah.
Acidic Joe, Hialeah Comics, bro.
Hialeah.
Richard Hayes, Nobody No One, Comics with Bueller. I know he jumped in here for a bit. Perry Comics, Carlito, Plastico.
We got Silver Age Dave in here now.
I got Fat Cat Comics. Kamen Rider B3, Joker, Comic Spectre. I know he was in and out. Metarock, Who Dat Comics, Ruben Nieves, Mo, Richard Hayes, James Gallegos.
I think you already said Richard Hayes.
No, I said Ruben Nieves.
Oh, okay. I is here, yeah.
Richard Hayes, James Gallegos. That was the last one, and then I have. Hold up, one more person. I have a few more, man.
It's actually
just my handwriting. I can't read it sometimes.
It's gonna be a good giveaway, bro. It's a lot of people, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we just got also Silver Age Dave that just joined us.
Yeah, I know he's been around for a minute too. That dude has some really cool videos, really cool books. So
yeah, I've been watching him for quite a while, man. I've seen the collection that man has. I've seen his walls. Man, it is crazy.
Straight fire, huh?
I got Carl and Bonfish. I got Pekin Joe, Jigs Kingdom, Silver Age Dave, and
you're missing now you got JB, and then you got
Discovery Bay.
Yeah, Discovery Bay, and then you got Don Dizzle. Count me in. That's awesome, bro.
You also got Sean Richards, and we also got Discovery Bay. What's up, brother? He just came in.
Sean Richards.
No, this thing is beautiful, bro. Look at this thing, man. I hope it shows how it shows here in person. It looks really good on the quality here.
Listen. I hope I win that, man, because you know I got my Shenron shirt on right now.
Hey, yeah, Don, I have you on here, bro. I already have you on here, so
we got Roman Curtis.
Roman.
That dude said, "What am I bidding on?" That dude's always trying to just. That dude's just outbidding everybody, dude. That dude is scary, bro. You see him,
know, man. I don't even bid against that, man. Every time I see him on auction, man, shout out to Roman Curtis. That guy's a beast.
You got that Terry?
Yeah.
SQ?
Yeah, I just got Terry on here, and I got Slim Jen.
Slim Jen. All right, guys. So right now we got it. That's it. We're gonna close it up, and we're gonna do the giveaway, guys. So we need to do this randomizer, huh, Chino?
Yeah. So I gotta add the name. So Manny, Thoro, y'all talk, entertain, whatever.
Well, this is what I'm gonna do, guys. Let me see. There's one more thing I want to show you guys. This is gonna be part of the giveaway. This is a surprise giveaway, and the cool thing about this, guys, is that this is actually a donation from a really good friend of mine that you might see on the chat as Acidic Joe. This dude's a really cool dude. Come on in, man. Have a seat. Grab a chair.
No,
stay right here, bro. This is my boy Acidic Joe, man. This is Acidic Joe. That's Thoro. Say hello to the chat.
What's going on, guys?
This is his first time on YouTube.
What's going on, brother?
So this is actually pretty cool because he's a special guest. This is a mystery special guest, and he's gonna give us. He's actually gonna donate something for you guys. Go ahead, man. Show us. You the man that knows about this stuff.
So I'm a big, I've been knowing this guy for a long time, and
elementary.
Yeah, probably since first grade or something.
Yeah.
Anyways, I wanted to kind of just contribute to the channel because I try to catch these live shows myself, and I try to find one of these that I'm a big Funko Pop collector, so I was like, hey man, I might have one that it can kind of cross over with the channel.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, guys will like it and appreciate it. This is a Thor that was This store is kind of unique, man, because it's true to the comic book store, and it's an Emerald City Comic Con exclusive.
Oh, damn, that's awesome.
It was a shared exclusive, so this is one of the ones that you could get at GameStop, but you're not gonna find it anymore. They had, I hit a few GameStops, and luckily, some of them were being shady too. They didn't even want to sell them, man. They try to hang on to them and resell them themselves. But I kind of pressed the issue on one of my local GameStops, and I was able to get one. And luckily, one of the GameStops that I go to often, the guys kind of know me there, and they're pretty cool. And they had one left. I think it was these came out Friday, March 15th, I believe. And then I picked this one up that Friday, and I picked one more for myself on Saturday. So I had the idea of like, hey, what do you think about giving one of these away?
Yeah.
And yeah, you're not gonna find them anymore. I don't know if they'll have a restock on these. I imagine they will, but things like this tend to sell pretty fast.
Yeah, and then plus, man, this hits close to home for us guys. This is a store. It's a Marvel character. I mean, for the most part, I think this is the perfect also addition to the giveaway. And this is, like I said, this was a surprise. He hit me up. He went out of his way. Like he said, he went to like a whole bunch of GameStops, and this is coming out of his pocket. That's even cool too, because this is just him donating to us, man. So I think that's really cool, man.
So this is the first time. I actually haven't opened this one yet, guys. So I kind of want to open it so y'all can see it. Typically, when you get one of these, especially one of these good ones, man, one of the ones that you really appreciate, an exclusive, open them from the bottom, man.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do any damage to the box, do it to the bottom.
And actually, this box looks like it's in really good condition. It's beautiful, bro.
Yeah, box is man.
Yeah.
First time I've opened this one.
So my boy here, Julio here, is not a comic book guy, but he's a pop guy. Look at that thing, dude.
Check this out. A lot of these Marvel ones tend to be.
Chino, can you put me on that giveaway?
A lot of these Marvel ones tend to be bobbleheads, and this one is as well.
That one's legit, bro.
There it is, man.
Damn, dude.
Look at the detail, man.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, guys.
So, Doro, what do you think, man? You think that's a pretty good addition?
Nah, definitely, man. That's a great little giveaway right there. And I know some of these things because I actually went out today, man, and I was looking for a couple Funko Pops. I've never collected them. You guys actually got me started on it, which is a bad habit that I got started on. And I actually went to an antique store too, and I picked up several of them. I went over there because I started hearing, didn't know too much about it, and started hearing about these Funko Pops that get vaulted and pretty much don't ever come back out again. So I started finding some of them because I know the Masters of the Universe, He-Man, and everything like that has been vaulted because they don't have a license for it anymore. Yes, and now I'm just kind of like, I went over there, I picked up a couple. I think I picked up Beastman, and I picked up a couple other Funko Pops that I'll show in a video later tonight.
So you see, that's the cool part about it, man. It's like, we introduce you to something different.
Look at the waves in his hair, man. Where it's going in that direction. And if you look at it from the back,
it's detailed.
Beautiful, man. The cape as well.
That's cool, man.
So,
knocked it out of the park with this
yeah, man. For the most part, man. I mean,
hadn't actually opened it.
He's a big pop head, and I'm a big comic book head. So, two worlds meet together, and we have something in common. We collect. Yeah. Now, he's asking me questions about comic books. I'm asking him questions about pops, and that's the way that's the way it works out, guys. I mean, that's the cool thing about this is that when we don't know something, we reach out. That's why we do this YouTube stuff, because I know Doro and Berg Nasty have guided us through so much. And they need help with something on the Silver Age or whatever that is, they can always reach out to us, and we're more than willing to help out. The other day, Berg Nasty told me, hey, I couldn't get this cover for a War of the Realms. Do you have an extra one? Can you put it to the side? I'm like, yeah, I can do that for you, bro. Of course. I'm gonna, if I can do it, I will. It's just another avenue to help out each other. And it doesn't seem like it's much, but you start looking at these eBay prices, and if you save a few dollars, it adds up, So, all right, looks like we got even more people in the chat. I think Chino's already.
We got 43 people. Well, we're up to 44 now, man. So,
I think that's the most we've ever had, honestly. I don't know if we ever had more than 40 people. I think a giveaway, plus the stuff that we're giving away is pretty cool. I mean, you got Vegeta, signed, Funko Pop door, two mystery comic books. This is gonna be a real awesome giveaway. So I've been anxious to do this. I was hoping we hit 500 sooner, but it kind of worked out because the store came out and then it popped up in the store with my boy Acidic Joe. So Let me see. What else you got to say while Chino still finishes up what he's doing, Thor?
Oh yeah, so definitely, guys. You know, I just want to let you guys know that I still have my contest going on. I decided to have 3 winners in my contest, and if you guys, you know, do me a favor, just please hurry up. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe and add your name to the list, so that way, you know, just put my whole, you know, every video I start off it, I always say "your," you know, and just put that in your comment section. You automatically enter as long as you're 18 years plus. Go in there, put your name in. That way I can add you guys in, because I'm going to be ending mine on Friday. This Friday coming up is the last day for my contest. And hopefully I'll be able to announce a winner either on that weekend, Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah, so it's Silver Surfer #1 giveaway. Woo. If you guys want to give me a Silver Surfer 1, yeah, I'll take it.
I need one too, man. So
I have a copy, but you know, we got Doomsday in here too. What's up, Doomsday? How you doing, bro? That's another guy he's also a local guy from here in Houston, man. So Doomsday, he's been here at the shop a few times. Real cool dude, man. Cool ass dude. And he's actually set up with us too. So he came over from another comic book store. You know, he preferred the service here, and he sees us on YouTube, and you know, who he sees is who we are. That's the cool thing about it. We got Metarog in here. I always like watching Metarog stuff. Metarog's a really cool guy. He knows the stuff too. If you guys want to learn, I'd like kind of go into like a class of learning. Metarog is the man for it, man. We got Main Event 86. That guy's also from Houston. Oh man. But that's not for the giveaway. Huh?
This one isn't for the giveaway yet. You know, if I can score another one, I'll contribute it. I think this one's one you guys will appreciate. And this is a comic book character that I've been talking to these guys about. That, hey man, this is a comic I'd like to read. You know, I just kind of want to know where to start. I remember you said Teen Titans might have been his first appearance.
Yeah, I told him I can give him the trade paperback. That way I can catch him up on the whole metal run. And then I told him I can get you 1, 2, 3, and so on. But look at that.
Yeah.
So
this one's pretty cool, man. This is as you can see the sticker there. It's a PX exclusives. This one's really tough to find, man.
If you guys don't know, I mean, I don't know if you guys know who this guy is, but if you haven't heard who he is, that's the Batman Who Laughs.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like the #1 selling book, I think, for February. I think he broke 100,000. They sold about 100,000 copies of his book. So he's like one of the hottest characters right now, dude, in this comic book world.
And I think it kind of crossed over to the pop collectors as well, because you can't find this guy.
Nah, that dude's hard as hell to find right now, dude.
So I was trying to track him down, and here in our city in Houston, I found one. There was one that was in Katy, which is an hour and some change away.
Yeah, that's pretty far for us.
And there was one in the Pasadena area. And when I went, they wouldn't sell it to me. They refused to sell it to me, man.
So you know, we can relate because we've gone to comic book stores, right, guys? And there's certain things that, you know, you see a variant out there, and they're like, oh, no, that was not for sale, or you pick up a book and they're like, oh, look, that one is actually let me look at it. It actually went up in price. You know, like, wait a minute, but you have it there in the dock. And you know,
there's a lot of places that do that, man. I can attest personally to that, man. I've had times where I've gone to one comic book store. I can't even mention the name out in Maryland. Man, they did that, man. I went inside there, and literally all of a sudden, as soon as I go to grab that book, it's not cover price on the day of comic book day, which is Wednesday. And all of a sudden they were like, no, that book is $40. I was like, it's horrible, man.
Look, check this bad boy out, bro. He pulled it out too.
Oh, damn. See, man, you guys are going to get me addicted to this, bro.
Looking
at this stuff, man. Put that away, man.
He's getting me addicted too, because he's showing me like these pops that kind of relate to what we collect. And I'm like, now I need that Batman Who Laughs because I'm collecting his books now. And I'm trying to score his first appearance of the Batman Who Laughs. And now, you know, you start thinking from that perspective. Now I'm going to get the first appearance. I'm going to get that pop, you know?
Yep.
But they're really cool, dude. And my son loves them, but he plays with them. I usually just put up all my toys.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, so we got about 48 people in here. Chino's about to wrap up on that randomizer thing, and then we'll go announce the winner. After that, guys, what we do have is I'm going to show off a whole bunch of different things that are signed. That's why from here we transition over to the signature series, and there's going to be a whole bunch of things that are signed, and all these things are going to be for sale. So you'll see them. I'll show them off, and if it interests you guys, I'm gonna post them on Instagram also, and then you can just claim it. But it's probably the best way for me to let you know what we have at the store, because some of you guys are not from Houston, and I can load it on the Instagram or the Facebook. Some of you guys don't follow us there yet, so it's best for me to put them on here, and then I'll put all the information on the details on the comment section, and then for sure, like I said, most of these things are going to be loaded up to the Instagram.
So Manny, so some people are asking, how do they get into the contest? Because some people are getting late here.
Gino, can you have like a few more people on there?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Okay, he said. He said. We got Who Dat Comic saying that he has the first appearance of Batman Who Laughs, thinking he should grade it or not. Honestly, dude, it just depends. And I've told my customers that come in here to the store, if you have any questions, bring them to me, and I'll look at it. Of course, I can't do that for you, Who Dat. But the way I see it is from this perspective: is it worth me grading? And in the future, is it gonna cut into my profit? Because it's not like I'm gonna sell the book, but I don't want to invest $30-$40 on getting it pressed, clean, and sent off to get graded, and then the book's only worth $20 afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're working way negative, and then sometimes it's best to keep your books raw because you don't invest much into it. And if you end up flipping it to upgrade to a better looking book, at least you're not starting negative. So that's always my perspective on that. Doro, you might have a different perspective, but that's the way I always see it, man.
I definitely agree with you when it comes to that aspect. But in all honesty, man, when it's a first appearance of a major character like this, who's had a crazy run, so far with the comic book and everything coming out, I would definitely get it graded, whether you got the A or B cover, because you also got to remember too, and especially you guys as comic book store owners, and me having the opportunity to know so many owners of different comic book stores, a lot of the stuff that you get from Diamond, guys. The day that this book came out, I remember I went to my LCS. That majority of those books, literally 50% of those books were completely damaged. And by the time they decide to return it to Diamond, and either Diamond decides to send them copies again, you got to look at it from that aspect. So definitely, when it's a major character like that, I would definitely go ahead and grade it, especially if you have a 9.8. When it comes to newer books, I always believe you need to have a 9.8 because at that point, it's almost not even worth grading it. And, and if you do have, like you said earlier, you have a 9.6, 9.4, if you can press it or get it better to that 9.8, then definitely go for it. But other than that, keep it raw and try to sell it and try to get yourself that 9.8.
Yeah, and like my boy here, Acidic Joe, he doesn't know much about the grading perspective. So like of course, there's got to be, there's videos out there that's gonna talk to you about it. But in the future, me and Thoro and Berg Nasty will probably grab a whole bunch of slabs and just kind of show you the difference from like, maybe like I don't know if any of you guys have 0.5s, but, we can just show like maybe 1.0s and so on, and kind of, just give you our perspective on how the grading system works from what we've seen, because there's different companies that do the grading. There's CGC, CBCS, and then there's PGX, and then there's other companies too.
Hey, let me ask you this though. I was watching a live auction yesterday.
I linked it to the guys last night for the Great Legend. These guys want to go check them out.
So guys will show their comic, right? And they say it's like it's not actually graded, I guess, but it says it's like a 9.8 something. I forget what the word was like.
Well, they might call it like a fine. They might call it they can call it they can use that kind of good, very good. They can use
near mint plus mint. Mint is that's something that you fall upon rare. Like for me, for example, I own a 9.9. And that's, that's like up there, like my next one, I hope I own at least a 10 in my collection. Damn. But literally that's probably what they were talking about. They were just giving it the near mint minus, very good, very fine. And that's the lingo pretty much when it comes to that, without giving it a grade, because in all honesty, grading kind of is, it's kind of subjective, because I've sent out books where all of a sudden I'm like, me personally, I'm like, there's nothing wrong with it. And all of a sudden it comes back a 9.6, 9.4, and I'm like, what the hell? So you always got to look at it on that front end as well. But definitely, it's like Erod212. Shout out to him, man. That's one hell of a guy, very knowledgeable out there on YouTube as well. And he made a good point. You also got to remember that these books that you're buying now, you're eventually going to pass it down to these younger guys, these younger comic heads. So by the time it gets to that point, these guys are going to be looking for these books, and these books are going to be costing, $400,000, $600,000 to them. So that's a good way of, of letting people know, how it is when it comes to sending stuff out to get graded.
Yeah, and Chino had made this point a while back. I know he talked about it in one of our videos, and I think I even heard Erod mention, or somebody else mentioned it, and they had that same mind frame that, yes, we're chasing the Silver Age books, but a lot of these modern books, you know, are the ones that maybe our kids are gonna be chasing when they're in their 20s, 30s, and you're looking at like, you know, Spider-Gwen's first appearance, you know, Miles Morales first appearance, those books that are kind of worth a little bit of money right now, you know, they're gonna be the Spider-Mans or whatever the case is of their future. And of course, the books that are Silver Age are gonna be even probably more expensive, you know. But you have to see that this trend, you know, if it keeps up how it's going, you know, these new characters, you know, in 30 to 40 years, you know, they got to be worth some kind of money. You know,
Oh yeah, big time. And you know how you're speaking about all these golden age and silver age. You know, by the time it gets to them, you know, a lot of these things are gonna definitely be out of reach. They're gonna be in some crazy, ridiculous numbers. And you know, for some, it's gonna be affordable. And you got to think about it. These kids that we have now growing up, you never know. Some of them are gonna be doctors, lawyers, you know, whatever. And it's just they're gonna be making big money. Or you got the regular average collector that's not fortunate enough that they can say, hey, I have to, you know, I have to make my money to be able to get to that point, or I got to sell comic books to get to that point, you know, and everybody has a hustle. And, you know, and I respect everybody for whatever they do. And, you know, when it comes down to it, like I said, man, the future is what you got to always think about. And if you think ahead and you think about the future, you're definitely going to make it big in this game, especially if you're thinking about flipping comic books. For me personally, I'm a comic book hoarder, and whatever I do end up selling on auction and things like that is more because I want to share it with the community, because I have doubles or triples of it, or I'm fortunate enough to go to one of these antique stores or to a flea market and I'm able to find these books. And I can say, hey, I'm more than welcome to be able to sell it, and for whatever reason, because then it helps me, because every Wednesday I am buying books, and that costs money, so I definitely have to put some money in my pocket.
Yeah, and the same thing for me, man. For the most part, I don't think I've really sold. I can't think of a time that I did sell any books. I'm not really a person that sells my books, but I would be inclined to like trading up to a different book, or if I have multiples and let's say a buddy or someone that I know is gonna be is a passionate collector, wants the book and it's gonna go to a good home, I will, and like you said, because it can go into maybe something else different. Like I can use it to pay a bill, or I can use it to buy a new book, or pay the difference off, and I come up with the other difference to pay off the book that I really want to upgrade to. So you got to see that perspective too. And there's nothing wrong with flipping books, because eBay's full of people that are flipping books and they're making money off of it. And like I said, the person that bought that Spider-Man Deadpool 47 and got 4 or 5 or 8 copies, and now he flipped them on eBay. I mean, he's making a killing, and I can't knock him for that. I'm happy for him. That's just really smart.
Do y'all trade books often? Is that something y'all do? Because I know that's something we do.
I know me and Thor we've done plenty.
We've traded, man. It's very hard, especially if you don't know somebody. Like for me, I did have a bad experience on Instagram, and I don't ever put names out there. Pretty much, I traded with some other person, and I ended up trading, and I never got the book back. So you have to be wary. Me personally, now that I'm getting to know a lot of people in the community on YouTube and everything, and guys that have bought from me on auction, those guys can hit me up all day long on Instagram and tell me, Roman Curtis, E-Rod, Joker, M21, whoever, they can hit me up on Instagram and say, hey, do you have this book? I'm willing to trade you for this. And I'll tell them, yeah, sure. But if it's somebody that I'm not too familiar with, I'm very wary of doing it. Like if Manny hits me up, that's a definite, he could be like, hey, Thorough, do you have this book? I'll trade you for this. And I'm like, all right, cool. We'll make the trade.
Yeah, and you have to include books, bro. Like I can trade Thor. Let's say Thor had an action figure that I really wanted, and let's say I have multiple book that he's been looking for. We can always work it out that way. So
exactly.
Part about it is that these books and action figures and pops, they all hold certain weight and actual value that it doesn't always have to be apples to apples. It can be apples to oranges and stuff like that. So that's the kind of work we're in right now with this YouTube, is that we've met some really cool people like Thor, Burke Nasty, Discovery Bay, Contributor, and so I can name everybody here that's on the chat really that are really cool. Like Cayman is a really cool guy that follows on Instagram. I got Nobody No One. These guys are always nonstop on Instagram hitting us up. And these are people that we just met. But we're starting to build this kind of relationship where like I said, if I'm looking for a certain book, I can just put it out there, and then someone might say, well, you know what, I got 2 copies. I can get it to you, Manny. That way you're not out there hunting, looking around like a maniac or hitting up eBay.
So that's similar to what we do.
Yeah.
Like if you have a pop that's hard to find, like myself, there's a couple of them that I had, and I went and got a second one because I had an opportunity to, and it works out later on when you're trying to make a trade. So it makes sense.
Yeah. So this is a whole different network, man, and we met some really cool people here, man. And it's been unbelievable, honestly. And like I said, so everybody that just joined in, guys. This is my buddy, Acidic Joe. I've known him since elementary. This is his first time actually being on YouTube, being in front of the camera, and he's doing a hell of a damn job. And you know, this is what he included, guys, to the giveaway. This is part of our giveaway. Like I said, I know we have some new people jump in. So we have the Vegeta print signed by the actual voice actor himself, Chris Sabat. Honestly, real awesome print. And then we have 2 mystery comic books. One's gonna be a Marvel, one's gonna be a DC. I'm gonna choose the Marvel book. She's gonna choose a DC book. That's gonna be a mystery comic books for you guys to unpack. And when you get it, you'll be surprised. And then my boy said Joe actually included this into the giveaway. This is out of his pocket, and this is actually a Thor. It's kind of limited, as you can see in the sticker here. It's pretty limited, and this just ties in perfectly with us because we're all comic book heads, and Thor is a hell of a damn character, and this is actually a throwback, so even better.
So that's a Thor that was true to the comic book. Most of the ones that I find are the ones that are the movie-related ones, the Hemsworth guy, which are cool too. But this one's kind of, you know, like I said, this one was a tough one to find. In the sticker, you'll see it says, you know, Spring Convention exclusive, so we can get your focus. Yeah, 50.
I trade Thor for them. No, we got about 50 people right now.
But yeah, this was in Emerald City Comic-Con exclusive.
Oh, and anybody in Houston, guys, I am working on getting some of those Batman Who Laughs pops here because I already got someone asking me that we can trade it for the Batman Who Laughs, and that's the cool thing. I'm trying to get some of those pops here. I sent the request. I should be getting some here at the store. And aside from that, the next pick, yeah, because that Batman Who Laughs is awesome too. But that Thor's badass, bro. Aside from that, you know, anybody here in Houston or you guys on YouTube, you know, Tuesday we have a live shows where we show off all the new comic books. And Tuesday's gonna be a really big day because there's a lot of cool books coming out. I mean, Batman Who Laughs issue number 4 is coming out. You have the Venom, Venom Coat of Carnage, number 1. You have that one coming out, and then you have Symbiote Spider-Man, which I think honestly has been getting stupid buzz, bro.
Yeah, that's gonna be a major book, man.
And we'll be doing that live, myself, Chino, Thorol, and our boy Berg Nasty. If you guys haven't subbed up to those guys, which is Thorol and Berg Nasty, you should be subbing those guys up. Thor will be showing off some crazy ass books in the middle of the night at the most random times, but you can go watch. You can catch them on the rewind, and when you do, you're like your mouth is literally on the floor, and you just gotta pick that sucker back up. Because
this last video that I just did, man, that was actually probably like a week and a half worth of boxes that were just sitting on my front door, dude. So I had to go through everything. I didn't have time to do a video. You know, it's been kind of hard, especially with my little one. And so now, you know, I had the opportunity, and I was able to show off some of these books that I ended up winning from the New York Warriors auction that they had. And man, I made a killing there, dude. Like, you know, the Doom 143. Shout out to that brother, you know, from Hawaii. He had a beast of a collection, and I had to have it because I've been looking for these books like crazy. And definitely, you know, now I'm proud to be the owner of them. So super happy to have them, man.
All right. So we got Chino now. He's back in the picture, and he is going to do he already put all the names.
Let me go over the names again, man. So I got Slim Jin, Joker M21, Robert the Comic G, Ben Compton, Richard Hayes, Nobody No One, Needmo Comics, Jigs, Poor Mike, BMW Chino, Nerd vs. Geeks, Comic Spectre, Silver Age Dave, Terry Askew, Slim Jim. There's not two. The other one was Slim Jin. Luis Castillo, Fat Cat Comics, Hialeah Comics Bro, Marvel Joe, Travis Roberts, Mike Johnson, Thorol, Pope, Don Dizzle, Who Dat Comics, Ruben Nietz, Richard Hayes, Berg Nasty, Steve Whiting, Acidic Joe, Roman Curtis, Steven Spot, Sean Richards, Discovery Bay, Pekin Joe, Comics with Bueller, Perry Comics, Carlitos Clásico, Carl and Bonefish, James Gallegos, Metalrog, Cayman Rider, Melody, Bear Island Comics, DS Comics, Iron Monkey Fist, Doomsday Local, Seven Deadly Sins, A. Ramirez, Gasper Ramirez, he's actually a client of the store.
Oh, yeah.
Barbarian Kung Fu, Era 212, Kingsman Redeemer, and Michael Gomez. He was the first one, so I'll put you towards the end.
Man.
So there's 53 people.
There were some people that joined in kind of late, but we got John. We got John Comics with Kids. He just joined in.
I'm gonna add him at the end.
Okay, we're at John, and I think
Take me off, man.
let's take off a City Joe. He said he wants to be off, which is it's fine. We got like 59 people in here, bro.
I'll win my own Thor bag. It's ridiculous.
Nah, we'll ship it off. Hey, you do want to win it, though, huh?
Nah, that's why I nabbed two.
That's why he bought two.
Yeah.
He's kind of like that Thor mentality. You double up, triple up, huh, Thor, on your books?
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, that I always do that because you never know. I've had times where I've wanted to buy something and all of a sudden I'm like, I felt, SOL because I'm like, crap, I didn't buy that book. So now I've gotten in the habit of buying 2 or 3 copies, especially if I know it's going to be something really good. And that's how I started off with Immortal Hulk, man. I literally bought 3 sets of every issue that came out before it became this whole giant thing. And you guys can attest to that because I've sent them to you guys. So definitely, man, that's something that I do from now on.
Well, somebody else that joined me.
Let me jump into the live chat. I think that's it, bro. I think the last one that jumped in I saw was Dax the Monk.
Oh, Dax. I'll put him under Julio. Dax is Dax from the game.
He goes, I am glad to have you in the back where you belong. And it's funny. Some of the guys on this chat are guys that we play Marvel Contest of Champions with, and some of these guys are people from Houston that are subscribers to the store / the YouTube channel. So it's really cool to have you guys on here watching us live and supporting us, because I know it's Sunday. You could be spending with your family, but you guys want to come and give us a little bit of support, and we do appreciate that. And then you come and see us at the stores. At the store every Wednesday for the most part, and so on. We do appreciate that.
So it's 55.
All right, we got Gasper saying he's anxiously waiting for Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday's gonna be stupid. All right, so we have everybody on this already. Chino's gonna add them. Chino, what I guess what you do is you jump in, get a little bit closer. That way you can show off the randomizer, because he's gonna do it off his phone, guys. It was just easy for him to do it. There's no cheating involved with this at all. Afterwards, like I said, we're gonna just show off a whole bunch of different things that are signed, comic books and pops that are gonna be up for sale. That it just makes it easier for us to show them off and put them on in the Instagram. We'll show them off here first, and then we'll add them to the Instagram. And then if you guys see something that you might like, always let us know, and we can always just ship it to you. Thor's received quite a few things. Berg Nasty has received a few things. So we know how to ship out this stuff to begin with.
Okay, so there's 55 people on here. I'm gonna do the randomizer. We're gonna do the dice. See if you guys can see.
So we can get his. There you go. Woo. I'll move out the way.
No, sit down, dude. I'll get on.
No, it's fine. You're good.
So it's gonna be 7, guys. Can you see it?
This.
All right. The last person's on there. We're gonna get thumbs down. I know we are.
Chat's up to 60 people.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna go crazy when we.
All right, so I'm gonna randomize it right now, guys. All right.
From 502 to 503.
You know what comics you're giving away already?
Okay, that's number 1.
You know what comics you're giving away already?
It's gonna be random.
Yeah.
1.
You already got them picked out?
Yeah.
Let's see them.
No, I don't have them with me.
Oh.
I have them in the house, bro. These are mysteries, bro.
I see this.
It's randomized twice.
Get in the sun. I got 2.
Ooh. Man, I'm actually to see who wins, bro. This has been in my mind for a minute already. I mean, that way you get.
They're cool, man.
Stupid phone.
It's the print is the light.
Number 3.
Dax goes random, sure.
It is. Dax, you won on number 4.
No bullshit.
No, but it's not. I got a few more to go. That's number 4.
Oh, you should have done a screen recording and put it on Instagram.
I will, man. We'll.
Oh shoot.
Number 5.
Good luck, all. Yeah, good luck, guys. We got 61 people in here. Jesus.
That's what I'm saying.
Number 6. The last one, Silver Age Dave, was number 6. Number 1. This is the last one, guys.
Ooh. Who won?
Man, you guys are gonna be surprised. Gasper Ramirez won.
Damn. That is badass.
Yeah, congratulations, Gaspar.
You guys can see it right there.
Who was second place?
Number 7.
You ain't first, you're last.
Who was second place?
Mike Johnson.
Mike Johnson. Mike Johnson. You know what? I'm gonna send you something too. Make sure you hit us up on the comment section. Leave that way you can hit us up on Instagram.
All right.
I'll send you something too.
So Gasper, we'll get it mailed out to you, buddy. We're actually before we get into the show, we are going to show off. So I know some of you guys are going to be in and out. We're going to show off what we're going to give away for the 1,000 giveaway.
Let me go grab that.
It's going to be hot fire too, guys.
Hot fire.
Yeah, so now the road is to 1,000, guys. Tell them. So, guys, the road to 1,000 begins now, and this is going to be the giveaway.
Oh, damn.
That's going to be part of the giveaway, guys. So we're already getting that little bit of hype going on that.
It's not going to be the only thing. We're going to have more things.
So as you can see, we're big fans of this, of having stuff remarked or with signatures and stuff like that. So that's going for 1,000 giveaway, guys, and it's certified. I mean, so it's authenticated, guys. All right. So now the next thing we're going to show off is.
Sit down, man. Look at that.
No, you're good, boy.
You're good. I got the books. Yeah.
No,
all right, guys.
See half of me anyway.
So the giveaway is done. We have one winner. We're gonna hit the second winner too. I'm gonna hit him up so I can get him something. That was also just, that's we're crazy like that. We just do random stuff. So the next few things we're gonna show off, guys, are things that are gonna be for sale. I'm not gonna price them. I will price them when I put them on Instagram. It's just that way we can go kind of quick through this. So y'all want to see comic books first, or y'all want to see pops first? If y'all can just let us know real quick on the chat.
I told you we'd get a thumbs down.
Somebody didn't win, and so we're sorry, guys. It's just one winner. But you saw what's part of the 1K giveaway.
Dax asked, what did he win?
Dax didn't win nothing.
An ass whooping in the game.
Yeah. They want to see comic books. All right, guys. Man, we'll start with this one first. Signed by Stan Lee.
Nice.
Wow.
Now,
and this is all authenticated, guys. So aside from that, if you send this off to get graded, CBCS is going to be your best bet. But this is signed by Stan Lee.
now we'll even do you guys a solid. If you guys want to buy this, and again, if anybody wants to buy this and they can hold off on it or however you want to do it, I can take it. Not a plug, CBCS, but they'll get the red label on this.
Yeah, I know Thor likes the red label. I like the red label. I think some of the guys from the NY Warriors, or I know like E-Ron and them, were saying that they like the red label too. So again, guys, I don't care as long as it's freaking enclosed and authenticated. That's all I care about, and it's certified. So that's the first book we have. I have a Spawn book that's signed also. Can you see it?
Yep.
Spawn movie's coming out. So,
like I said, guys, this is gonna be nonstop. I have this other Spawn book that's signed. So I know Thor showed off a video of none but signatures. I guess we wanted to be part of that cool crew. So this is gonna be for sale, guys. Like I said, this one I know you're gonna want this one, Thor. Shoot,
Oh, man.
pick that out.
Damn, dude. Yeah, you guys got to stop showing me a lot of this stuff, bro. I'm telling you.
So this is actually remarked and it's signed by Kevin Eastman. So damn, that's nice. I might want it to. What about this one, guys? This one hits me real hard.
Oh, that's nice.
And look, guys, we still got a few more books to show off.
and all these books are going to be in our website, on Instagram, Chino's Comics and More, and on my personal page, Chino2307, and Manny's page.
Alex Manny something. I don't even know my own Instagram, dude. I hardly use it.
I'll tag them on there. I'll tag you guys on there too.
All right, if you have any Star Wars fans, so like I said, we're gonna hit it from all angles, guys.
All that spec is Star Wars.
This is gonna be Star Wars right here, guys. Look at that.
Ooh, that's nice.
From all angles, that's what she said.
That's a sweet.
I can't see what's going on in the chat. I hope the chat's enjoying this.
Yeah, they are, man. They're saying, Joker saying, wow, guys, straight fire. I have a lot of Spawn. Nobody know one.
Look at that. Darth Vader, that's my favorite, bro. I love Darth Vader, bro. So, and all these covers are straight fire, and then they're signed, they're authenticated. I mean, all the work is done, guys. All you got to do is send them off to CBCS or just keep them, you know, in a bag and board. I mean, it's up to you, however you want to do it. But I think that red label looks pretty cool. Got this bad boy. You gonna be hitting us up or what, Thor?
Yeah, man. You know, I'm not too big into Star Wars, but I like that one Darth Vader cover that you just showed, man.
What about this one, Boba Fett?
That's dope, bro. They literally gave it that whole nostalgic golden age feeling to that cover right there. I love it.
Yeah, this one's straight fire, bro. I love Boba Fett too. He's pretty badass. Here, check this out. Another book.
Oh,
Non-stop signatures, guys. So again, like I said, all this is gonna be for sale, guys. And like I said, it's just easier for us to show it off this way than make a whole video about it. Because that way we can.
And you got black and white.
Black and white. Check out this one.
That's just like the damn toy.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I think I saw that one in last night's auction. Not signed though.
Check this one out. Another one. And of course, we'll put pictures on Instagram. It's going to show it even closer, so you'll see it in better detail. But I think for the most part, we have something for everybody. So I know the Ninja Turtles is probably going to get some really good action. I know anything with Stan Lee's going to get a lot of action, but I know there's got to be some Star Wars guys out there, man. There's got to be some people that love Star Wars. I'm a big fan of Star Wars too, and I would really consider buying a book that's signed. So that's it for the books, guys, for the comic books. Again, we'll do a recap. The book's pretty quick to show off. The next things that we're going to show off is going to be the actual pops that are signed. And I'm going to show them off, and they're all signed, authenticated. They're certified. So these are all signed by the voice actors.
You guys know that Dragon Balls. Straight
Dragon Ball
fire.
Z.
Sounds cool.
That was awesome. This one is the only issue I have is look.
You get pop protector.
I got another one.
Okay, well look. Mickey Mouse signed pop. But my guy somebody has another one at the house that that's actually is not smudged there. But for anybody that's a Mickey Mouse fan, I'm going to Disney Zone.
Either way, man, these are all
authenticated.
Authenticated.
There you go. Anybody's a New Girl fan? The show New Girl?
That was a funny show, man.
Yeah, that is, man. That's one of my favorites that I've been watching as of late. It's actually funny as hell.
Doors that hit us up. Hey, let me get that New Girl, bro.
Yeah, let me get that Nick right there, man.
Oh, it's Spider-Man comics signed by him. Oh, there you go. And I'm gonna get all that information for sure. I'm put all that information on the That's cool. That's really cool, dude. I mean, like I said, this is cool. This is what got Thor hooked. especially when he saw this bad boy. Look at this bad boy.
Here, man. Jesus.
Double signed. Vegito.
Yeah, you guys caught me with that, bro. As soon as I saw that, I was like, I gotta have it.
I'm a big Dragon Ball Z fan, so I have I started my own collection too.
That's Sean Schimmel. You put Goku, and then that's Chris Sabat up there. That's his signature. I might take this.
I might take.
That's what I might have to take.
You see, he's a pop head dude, so he's going. He's in heaven right now.
You can see the excitement on his face right now. He looks like a little kid in a candy store right now.
I wish I could see the people on the chat, their face when they start seeing the comics that are signed, especially the Stan Lee ones. I know that it's got to bring some joy to your face, man, when you see Stan Lee's signature. Then we got Full Metal Alchemist. It's also signed too.
I think that's the same voice actor who does Vegeta, man.
Mm-hmm.
Sabat. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he's the one that did that for that.
Sabat or Sabat? I keep saying it. It's Seven, huh?
All right.
I said Savage. That's all you said.
Naruto.
I just call him Goku.
That's signed too.
Naruto.
Man, you're about to get kicked in the face by everybody. You know this show, huh, Thor?
Yep, that's another show, dude. I'm a big anime fan, and that's something that I'm gonna have to start incorporating into my channel as well.
So they're asking. Look, guys are asking about it. I think Barbarian Kung Fu said you lost me with the pops. So basically, look, man, I know some of you guys are not big fans of pops. Neither were we. but I'm a big guy that's into collectibles, and some of these are exclusive and they have signatures. So apart from them being just regular pops, some of them are exclusive. Some of them they get vaulted, meaning you can't buy them anymore, man.
Yeah.
If you go on eBay, there's a big, massive calling for pops as well. But these are signed, so it's kind of like, you know, your famous artist or famous writer in a comic book or like a creator. So these are signed by voice actors or actors like that played like the Star Wars characters and stuff like that. So yeah. I mean, anything with the signature, you know, guys, you're gonna pay a little bit more, but it's a collectible.
Yeah, and I mean, and then for me, you know, like again, I wasn't a big pop head either, but some of these characters, I love Dragon Ball Z. So when I saw that signature, like I had to buy like a Vegeta. I had to get a Vegeta and stuff like that, Goku. So it was just a different avenue, and honestly, you know, just a different collecting perspective. I know last night on the Legend Show, they were auctioning off some pops and some. You know, it's just we're just trying to show the different stuff that our store provides. Mm-hmm. So it's just a different part of what the store sells.
Well, I mean, all stores sell toys and pops, and some of them sell cards, magic cards.
Cards.
So it's just a little bit of everything, guys. And again, you know, they're collectibles.
Let me stop real quick. Marvel Joe said that his wife loves collecting pops, especially the horror ones. Dude, that's Chino's wife too. She loves the horror stuff. We had a Jason mask, and she said, "I want it." So
dude,
yeah,
the Annabelle, the little doll, her Funko Pop's so cool. That's one I need to get, man.
This is, I don't know how to say his name. I don't even want to butcher it, but
it's a Sui.
It's a sign.
Suyu. That's my favorite show right there.
I've been trying to get into that show, man. That show looks good.
Dude, I've been preaching it to everybody, man. My Hero Academia. If you love comic books, definitely watch that show. It has so many things relatable to it.
Yeah. Got Android 18. Yeah, I mean, I know you've been preaching for it, and I've been trying. I'm gonna look it up too. It's just having the time to do it. But I know I'm gonna get to it too, because I mean, I'm actually waiting for Dragon Ball Z. But in the meantime, I got time to kill. There's no more Walking Dead, so got Bulma signed pop,
and she sounds so good in the damn cartoon, man.
Well,
yeah, we got Chino falling in love with Bulma.
Erod asked you a question, Thor. What show is it on, Thor?
Oh, he's asking. It's My Hero Academia. It's man, it's one hell of a show, Erod. If you get an opportunity to watch it, there's many people that are there on the chat. I can personally tell you, the guy, you know, Chino Manny, I bought some Funko Pops from him, you know, in reference to it. I could even show you guys right here. I got one of them of All Might, my favorite character, along with Deku, who is kind of like the Peter Parker. And, you know, he ends up getting a power, which they call, you know, they call a quirk. And now he ends up gaining the same power as All Might by eating one of All Might's piece of hair. Yeah. So it's actually very intriguing, dope show. You guys got to check it out, man.
All right, and we're about to finish up on the pops. We got this one. There's One Piece. So this is a different sort of pops. Haven't done Naruto.
This one's a good show too.
Yeah, Kakashi, Lightning Blade. This one looks really cool. He looks like he kicks ass. And you guys already saw Bulma, so I got another Bulma.
One for me.
This one I like. This guy was awesome in Dragon Ball Z Superman. I mean Dragon Ball Super. I mean a hit.
Toys R Us exclusive, man. Toys R Us is gone.
Yeah, so this is actually an exclusive one too.
Those are good ones to target.
This one I think people will enjoy. If you guys are basketball fans and you remember Bugs Bunny, Space Jam.
They're actually coming out with Space Jam 2 with Queen James.
LeBron James.
LeBron James gonna be.
Yeah, but I mean this is classy, bro. Right here, Bugs Bunny. And then we got the big boys, the grade 8 Vegeta with the red print. That looks stupid nice.
Just to point out something on this pop, I really like this pop, man. You can't tell. It's hard to tell, but his armor's broken on his right shoulder, true to the cartoon. That's actually the way Vegeta looks in the car. That's a big deal, man. Yeah, those details that they capture is pretty awesome.
You're going crazy for this. And then we got the big boss.
Farunga.
Farunga.
The Dragon Ball dragon from Planet Namek, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what it is.
So that's it, guys. That's all the signature stuff. We're gonna load up all this stuff on the Instagram.
I got this one here. Oh, look at these.
Oh, you know what? Never mind. I got something that's really gonna hit close to home, guys. This one here, I know you guys gotta love this one. Carnage.
Oh man, that's awesome, bro.
Sam De La Rosa with a remark on it. This one is straight fire, bro. Look at Thor.
Man, I'm telling you, man, you guys are showing me my pockets are gonna be empty, man. I'm not gonna have any Louis bags full of money no more, man.
What about this one, bro?
Legends. Those are good.
A Venom Legends.
Yeah.
Also remarked. Can you see it? It's silver.
That's dope, bro.
Like
I collected all that set just to make the monster Venom.
Yeah. That's what I do. I build a legend. So yeah. Oh, here you go. So you see, we have a mix of different things. I know that's more Marvels that hits closer to home. Then we got, of course, Android 17. 2 of them, different color signatures on it. So this is pretty nonstop. We got another Majin Buu.
And that's cool that he's signing them with the colored pin that matches the character, man. That's especially cool for the Majin Buu one.
We got that one. Then we got old school Vegeta right here.
That's a beautiful pop, man.
It is. My son wants one.
It's even though it's like a common and all that, it's a beautiful one because I like the way his power sensor looks and everything.
This one here is straight fire, bro.
Both of these, man.
Goku Ultra Instinct.
Signed by Sean Schemmel. And this pop's a little bit tougher to find these days because it was from, not only was it an exclusive, but it was a glow in the dark. So I don't have the glow in the dark. I've got 2 of the common ones, and one of my commons is signed, but I don't have a glow in the dark. This is one that I need to add to my collection as well.
With it tonight.
we have some people here at the shop, so that's what's real cool about it. That we're actually closed today, but we got people here. We're just hanging out, doing a live show, and then of course the big boys.
For the Dragon Ball Z fans,
show them bad boys off.
This is one that is best for last, in my opinion. This pop's only harder and harder to come by. Even getting it unsigned is a big deal because it's becoming impossible to find. Majin Vegeta, and it was the over 9,000 exclusive, which the voice actor for Vegeta, I think he's one of the last few people that if you can catch him at a Comic-Con, he'll have some. But outside of that, good luck finding one, and then good luck finding a real one. I think a lot of the ones on eBay are fakes.
eBay has these guys, and without a signature, they usually run for about 120
to 140.
To 140.
Yeah.
And this is all the legwork. It has the Bennett right there. And these are $200, man. This is a good deal because you can, if you're looking for the regular one on eBay, you're gonna pay maybe $50 more, $60 more, but all the work is done.
Yeah. So that's about it with all the signature stuff, guys. Again, all this stuff's gonna be loaded up. Tuesday we have a big old show. It's gonna be ourselves, Thor, Berg Nasty. We might have another special guest.
We do. We have some people coming in.
We might have a special guest. We might even have a mystery guest here with us live. Like, you know, someone you know that you guys might not know, but someone that wants to kind of break into the YouTube thing. And, you know, we're all up for that. Trying to get more people in this community is the best thing that we can do. We're not a big channel, but we're always looking to, you know, team up and tag team with people. It's just cool for us to just have this kind of dialogue. What else, Chino? What you got to say, bro?
That's it, man. It's cool that we have 58 people on here, man. We want to get more people on our Tuesday live show. I know there's other stuff going on. I think we have a time slot where it really doesn't conflict with anybody else. But this Tuesday we have some straight fire, man. Like, if you guys witnessed what we gave out today and 1,000 kind of sneak peek of what we're giving out.
Yeah, that was really cool.
This Tuesday there's a lot of good comic books coming out, and we have some really cool ones coming in, man, and some good variants, man. So you guys tune in. Yeah. If you're kind of in between, like, you know, between the covers and there's a certain cover you're chasing, maybe the other one that we show off, it's something that can probably sway you into that direction, man. That's why we do it. Again, Tuesday, join us. It's at 7 p.m. Eastern. 6 Pacific or something. No, we're Central. We're Central.
I don't even know where we're at.
Man, I didn't get my nap today. And again, man, thank everybody that came in here, man. We'll start doing the next one. We'll have it more organized to where we'll do a screen share. We're always rushing, man. Again, we're busy. We have Julio here. Thank you, Julio, for giving out that.
Acidic Joe, bro. We all go by our little names.
Oh yeah, Acidic Joe.
Our YouTube names.
YouTube names, yeah.
And then obviously, man, we'll start loading this up on the page, on the Instagram, and if you guys are interested on the comics and pops, we'll start getting more and more active on that. So you guys hit us up on that, man.
Chino, I sent you a want list on IG. Yeah, and with that, Thoro, please say a few final words, bro, and then we'll say our last part, and we'll say our outros, and we'll be done, man.
Yeah, definitely, guys. Once again, man, I just want to let you know that my contest for my 100 subs is going to be ending this Friday coming up. I'm gonna end up having 3 winners from now on, because by the time I literally woke up the week after, I was already past 150. So I want to end up having 3 winners for my contest. So definitely go and sub up and put in the comments, you're all good, 18 years old plus, please. That's all I ask, and you guys will be good to go. It's been a pleasure to meet Acidic Joe. You know, as always with my brothers here, Manny and Chino. You know, these guys are killing it. Right now, I wish I would have turned off my computer so I wouldn't be able to watch half of the stuff these guys were just showing me, because they're going to empty my pockets. So definitely, guys, I appreciate it. It's your boy, Thorough Q Burrow, once again. Peace out, people. Thank you.
All right, and then we'll say our last words, and then we'll be done.
That's it, man. That's all I have is just that. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know it's Sunday. It's the Lord's basically day, man. So we're fortunate. Yeah, it's fortunate that you guys are here. Again, we're very happy to have all you guys. Thank you for the 500. Let's try to get to next milestone. As we get into the 1,000, we'll be doing the 600, 700, but the big one is going to be.
We'll probably do like 750. It'll be a generous giveaway, but for sure 1,000. You already saw a preview of it, so it'll be a good one.
They're only going to get better, man. Eventually, we'll try to get a AF-15 out there to one of you guys.
To me,
the true believers.
Oh yeah, true believer. And with that, guys, you got Chino, you got Acidic Joe, you got Manny, and that's it, right?
That's it. Thor.
We're out.
All right,
Thoro.
well, thank you, guys.